when you go to stride in your back heel. That's really going to set up your ground force for a proper weight shift here. You can see it gets there, but it gets there a little late. Okay, so I want you to kind of feel like that weight is in your left heel and your left glute. Okay, as you're loading actually. So as you go to load here, the more you can keep this knee maybe an inch or two more forward. So your knee's there, and then your leg goes down like that. That would look like a better position. We are creating an app, which good news actually. I'm going to be able to test that thing in the next week. I think next week. I thought we were months away, so this is a good sign. So you'll have an app that kind of goes with all your stuff here, and you'll be able to really look at all these things on your phone as you're doing them as well. So anyway, a couple positions I'm going to get you to. Here's your heel plant position. One thing we need to work on, and this is really good data stuff, all these angles I'm going to draw in here, because we'll be able to chart your progress with those. So you're 11 degrees up in that position. That's your heel plant position. This is Kyle Seager for the Mariners. I just made him made him right-handed. And if we get him to about that same foot plant position, you can see his posture is more forward with his upper body, right? So he's 13 degrees down. Okay, so essentially what we need to do is get your front shoulder down and in a little bit longer. Why do we want to do this? This is where torque is created in this position, okay? Torque is the separation of upper and lower halves. So his hips are kind of facing this direction, but because his front shoulder's still down, his upper body is still facing back here. With you, your hips are kind of, they're definitely open, but your chest is also kind of open because your front shoulder is up. So you can see those are perpendicular. One's perpendicular to your hip line, which is about like that. The other's perpendicular to your shoulder line, which is like that. Okay. The bigger this angle, the better. In fact, we need that to be in the 30s to be like all the good pros. And I would say your torque angle, again, we can keep measuring this all the way. Again, this isn't like a perfect science here, but it'll at least give us an idea of where your angles are. So your separation is, and Seager actually doesn't have a ton of torque on that swing, but you're at 9 degrees. He's at high 20s, 26. Okay, so we want to get that in the 30s. Okay, how are we going to do that? I'm going to give you some great drills in your drill program to really just isolate the front shoulder. Okay, number 2, bad drag we got to fix. You and your brother actually have the same exact move. At least I'm assuming that's your brother. The swings are like almost identical. Your elbow is in front of the knob. Something you're going to hear in a lot of the videos that I do for you. We want to try to keep the knob of the bat in front of the back elbow. This is going to create a very short approach to the ball. So as I bring you and Seager through until your chest faces your front foot. Okay, so another one of my favorite positions to chart. In the drills, you're going to notice the way I set you up in the drills, your hands are going to be here in front of your right chest. Okay, if we go over to the right, that's about the same position there where his chest is facing his front foot. Okay, notice where his hands are. They're in front of his body. Notice how your hands are back here. So this distance from where your hands are to there, maybe that's like 10 inches. That's how much your swing is going to shorten. Also, we're going to measure this forearm angle. So we're going to get a baseline right now of your forearm angle. The bigger, the better. Most pros are like 90 to 130 degrees. You're at 48, okay? So we got some work to do there for sure. You can see Seager's about 110, 112 degrees, okay? So again, as we go through our program here, and it's slow and steady, man. We don't want to rush any of these drills. We want to do our job and master drills, and then I give you new ones that are more difficult. And what we're going to do is we're really going to chart that forearm angle that I just drew, because that's really going to be our litmus test as we move forward. Okay, so now what I want to check out, I want you to watch Seager's back foot come up, in, and through. Okay, so let's look at that again real quick. It's going to come, pop up, pull in, and then drag forward a couple inches. The other thing I want you to notice is look how that bat, let me clear these marks off. Look how this bat kind of slices his neck. right there. So you're going to see when you start loading all the drills, I'm going to actually put the bat right there on your trap muscle. Okay? Why? So that you're super short to the ball and the knob stays in front of your back elbow. Okay, let's go back to your foot. And you can see your foot comes up and your legs look like pool holes. Your legs are awesome. I mean, the fact that your knees smash together and watch your toes. This is a great ground force move too. Watch how your toes lift just a little bit right there. Okay, what that means is all the weight's going into the ground here vertically when you land, and then as you start to straighten your front leg, you're pushing all that energy up your body. So good. I mean, we're going to have some timing drills and things like that, but I don't think we're going to have to really mess with your lower body at all. How do I know? Well, we measure this angle. And most pros are anywhere from like 88 degrees to like 110. You're at like 90. 90 to 100 is probably where the most of them are. The smaller, the better. That's the best way to put it. The fact that you're at 90 degrees now, you might be the first player in my program that's at 90 degrees on their first swing. How awesome is that? That means we can really attack the upper body. Okay, if you look at Seager, he's at 93. So great stuff with the lower body, but the lower body controls power. It doesn't control consistency, and we need to get your hands a little bit better. As far as your swing plane, it kind of drops down here. It's way back here, so we're going to definitely shorten that up. Next time when you're doing the drills, the end of your bat's probably going to be right here in this position. It's called your approach position. And then as you come through, your barrel kind of goes like this. And then it goes like that. And it goes like that. Okay, I'm going to want that thing to go like this on like a 4-degree upslope, which is going to be the same as the pitch. That's going to be our goal. And we're going to accomplish that goal by attacking your elbow and hand position, all right? So I'm going to put your plan together now. Do those drills. Be diligent. Don't rush through them, okay? We got to start building muscle memory. The drills are going to get more difficult as the weeks go on, okay? So when you send in your next video of your swing, see if you can mesh them together and do a couple of your drill videos. So do the first swing of your first drill, second swing, second drill, third swing, third drill. Don't rush through it. I want to make sure you're doing those drills right so we can keep moving forward.